What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Al King, back on that again with another banger for y'all's out here today there, y'all. Guys, welcome on back to the channel, and guys, we got ourselves a good one today. And of course, you know, I got my awesome girl up in here, Black Widow. Say hey, Black Widow. Black Widow says, hey y'all, just the friendliest little reptilian ever. But guys, we gotta talk about the Daily Wire. And why am I talking about the Daily Wire? Because I know a lot of you guys might be confused. I'm like, the Daily Wire, ain't they like more on the political spectrum and everything? Well, yes, but keep in mind, I do talk a lot about movies and TV shows on this channel. That's the main thing I like to talk about, and just reporting on news, things that's going on in the media, more specifically around Marvel primarily, but I do like to branch out and spice it up with topics like this and also other stuff like Jurassic World and stuff like that. I do like to spice it up from time to time, but in general, movie and TV content, and also I'm an actor as well, so I talk a little bit about that from time to time. But guys, we have got to talk about the Daily Wire, because Daily Wire, they do make movies, you know, like they do make media. But are they secretly dying? Is the brand Daily Wire, are they secretly going up in flames? Are they? Now, why do I say this? Because recently, guys, Brett Cooper, she recently just left the Daily Wire. On good terms, of course, from what it seems like. And there was a lot of rumors going around for a little minute. Some were true and some were not. She didn't go into detail with that. Probably signed an NDA or whatever, so she can't quite speak on certain things just yet. But I'm pretty sure whatever she's got going for her coming up in the next, for all I know, she could have got a great opportunity. But it seems like pretty genuine in her video. A lot of people was thinking some crazy stuff going over there, especially after the whole Candace Owens situation, which I can't, blame everybody, because heck, I kind of lost a bit of respect for the Daily Wire, especially with the whole Candace Owens situation. Once I heard Candace's side, and then I know, hey, you can say what you want about Candace Owens, but that girl, she always come with some facts. She come with some fucking facts all the time. She was, damn, Andrew Clavin, he got fucking cooked. Brutal. Like it was a horrible fatality. It was crazy, y'all. I watched that whole video there. Candace Owens went savage on that one, and she does it in such a calm demeanor too. And that's crazy with her. But when she got fired, because I guarantee there's a lot of people pissed too. And now the things I do want to mention, guys, before I really dive deep into this video, I'm only going off of from what I've seen, and in terms of rumors and stuff, I just want to give a quick heads up. A rumor is a rumor, so take a lot of this with a grain of salt in terms of the things I'm going to talk about and mention. And and the reason why I want to make this video today, because I know with Brett Cooper, she's supposed to be starring in a Snow White film that's produced by the Daily Wire. Literally coming out, supposed to come out next year, right alongside with Disney's Snow White with Rachel Zegler. So seeing both of these films go compete head to head is pretty dang on savage. And I'm just taking a step back, and I'm just like, did the film already get finished? What's the production like? What is going on here? Because now we got Brett Cooper, she leaving the Daily Wire. And then she got a friend, I think Reagan or whoever she is, pretty much an exact clone, honestly, if I'm being real with you. That's one thing, I'm going to touch on that in a second. But, I'm just curious, because I'm like, it's a lot of things I'm just wondering now. What's the production status of, the Snow White film produced by the Daily Wire? And what's going to go down with that? And I'm curious, is that thing even going to get canceled, or they're going to get a new actress? What's going to go down with that whole thing, or did it get finished and then we just don't know it? We haven't got an update. That is one of the things I'm very, very curious about. And I can't wait to Brett Cooper one of these days, whenever she can, to really open up and really talk about what really went down at the Daily Wire. Because, guys, the Daily Wire, when I watch a lot of their content, we're talking about their media is actually pretty good. And I talked about this shit in the past, a couple years ago, I believe, I think a year ago. But I was saying, Daily Wire, they could potentially be like a really big force to be reckoned with. You know, heck, like they had Candace Owens. They bringing in all these great talent over here, and then they're doing movies and stuff. And I was like, man, like they're really doing some solid stuff. And then with the whole Gina Carano thing, like there's a lot of solid things going on, you know, with the Daily Wire. But then I saw the situation what happened with Candace. And Candace, if you know Candace, man, like, and you watch her, like she's probably literally the biggest person, the biggest figure of the Daily Wire. Hell, I would argue she probably generated a lot of money, probably the most top content creator regarding the Daily Wire. Like the Candace Owens show, that shit did numbers. Like she really built up a big platform for them. So to see her get fired was just insane to me. And I'm curious what's going down with Brett Cooper, because Brett Cooper, you know, she's really on the Gen Z side, you know, like in terms of Gen Z, you know, that's really the audience that Brett Cooper is really for. Now, she used to be an actress. I don't know if she still acts. Well, actually, I'll take that back. She does act because of the whole Snow White film and everything. But, you know, she really built up a good platform right there on YouTube with the Daily Wire. So seeing her leave and not really knowing the future status of the Snow White film is kind of really skeptical. It really is. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what's really going on at the Daily Wire? And like, is this secretly going up in flames? Because there are rumors going around that Brett Cooper may not be the only one out. I was watching The Quartering the other day, and, you know, man, like that was a good video dissecting a lot of stuff. Again, none of this stuff, like a lot of the rumors and stuff, we don't know nothing fully. This is basically a he said, she said situation. So again, take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. But there are some people, whistleblowers, who are saying that there are some other big names that are leaving. Who else have we got? Like the only other big person I can think of is Amala Minobi. I think that's how you pronounce her name. You know, so she's another big figure. So I don't know the future like of that, you know. I don't know why they want to leave, but I don't know. Maybe it's over contracts and money. I don't know. More opportunities, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like somebody as like the Daily Wire and just how they come off and like how they present themselves in terms of media, I would feel like that would be a solid company to stick with long term. But I don't know. Maybe for all we know, allegedly, just saying, you know, just talking out my ass here. Maybe it's a lot of people upset with the whole Candace Owens situation. I guarantee that's what it all comes down to. I guarantee there is some type of, you know, disruption. Ever since that whole thing happened, I feel like there is some disruption in the Daily Wire, you know, company from that. But yeah, you know, like in terms of their content, it's just like, it's like their movies are definitely pretty solid. You know, I know they got a bright future with that, but it's like at the same time, if the talent, you know, we got big names like Brett Cooper leaving, as big as she is leaving. Not to say you can't pursue anything else in life, but, you know, kind of just up and leaving like that. And then here comes a new person who, from what I heard, pretty like rumors and stuff, they was saying basically, you know, like the Daily Wire reached out to, I guess that's her best friend, allegedly now, take that with a grain of salt, reached out to her friend, Reagan, and she's like the new spokesperson and stuff. And there was this one dude was saying basically on the internet, like, the Daily Wire is basically teaching her to kind of copy the mannerisms of Brett Cooper. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm not out here trying to spew you guys some bullshit, but hey, just take that with a grain of salt. And then, you know, Steven Crowder, you know, he also called out the Daily Wire as well. So, you know, there's a lot of things that just make me wonder about the Daily Wire. And I really hope that a lot of it isn't true. I really hope not. But you know, because I do like their content, and I said this a year ago in one of my old videos. I think they do have the potential to take over Hollywood. One of them, if not them, definitely Angel Studios. Angel Studios is definitely number one for sure. I think Angel Studios has made probably the biggest impact we talking about in the movie game in such a short period of time, and I think they're only going to do more and more big things going forward in the future. But in terms of media, you know, Daily Wire can still kill it, but I think Angel Studios, they gonna be number one killing the game for going forward in the future. But yeah, guys, I just want to touch on this whole situation, regarding Brett Cooper and the Daily Wire. And I truly hope that, it isn't anything shady going on with the company. I really hope not. I did know that Jeremy Bourne, he did showed up, when Brett Cooper was leaving in her final video, I believe. He did show up because I watched that video too. And, so it does seem a bit authentic, but I don't know, man. It's a lot of things that just make me wonder about the Daily Wire now. Again, like it's like I like the things that they're doing, but at the same time, behind closed doors, I really wonder. I truly do. And another thing that I do find kind of odd about the Daily Wire is that, when it comes down to talent, have you guys noticed? But when it comes down to people like Gen Z, young people, like it's pretty ironic that that they mainly focus on, well, at least the ones I know of, but like really gave a platform at the biggest and really grew the most and really focus on was Brett Cooper and then Amala Anobi. I don't see too many young men at all, in the spotlight with the Daily Wire. Like you don't see too many people like myself, for instance, although I'm not that big or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, my type of demeanor and just everything, well, that I talk about, and stuff like that. Cause you guys know, you watch me on this channel for a good minute. You guys know I'm an actor. You guys know, I work out. Like I always give pretty good positive vibes a lot of times, you don't see too many people who can really speak to Gen Z like I can, like in terms of male role model. I ain't gonna call myself role model, but I mean, people that just understand, the Gen Z life, like young men, I don't really see a lot of that, coming up. Like imagine a dude like Alex Eubank, coming up there to the scene. Somebody like Marquise, pulling up to the Daily Wire. Having some people like that, pretty big names, got their own fields. Cause like Alex Eubank, he's into fitness, and yeah, I get it. I understand you get a lot of hate, but when you really watch his videos, he's a really authentic YouTuber. He really is. Like, why don't we got some of them on there? Like young males on here, young men, and Marquise. Like seeing him on there. I don't see that much on a Daily Wire, so I do wonder. And then everybody kind of seemed like a clone of one another too. Y'all ever notice that? Like Brett Cooper, she literally looked like the female female Ben Shapiro. Heck, I thought they was related. I don't think they are, but she came in. But I enjoyed her content, And then on top of that, it's just like after Brett Cooper left, Reagan, she talked very similar. Like her whole demeanor is very similar, So I don't know, is this like a type that they're going for? A certain type of demeanor that they're going for I don't know, clicks and views. I don't know, but I don't know. I do wonder about the Daily Wire, but that's really all I gotta say, guys. It's your boy Al King. Let me know what you guys think of the Daily Wire. Do you guys think that there's something shady going on with them in terms of like behind the scenes and their future? Y'all let me know like in the section below, because I'm very, very curious about this in terms of the future of the Daily Wire and just behind the scenes of that. And the Snow White film, is that even gonna get finished, with the whole Brett Cooper situation? But it's your boy Al King. Like and subscribe, share. This my awesome, beautiful girl, Black Widow. Say bye, Black Widow. Black Widow says bye, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
I possess all your dreams. A demon preys on the weak. You better watch out for me. Mistakes were made, you will see. You should've never crossed me, 'cause now you'll never stop me. Revenge was my calling.